Hello, everyone. Welcome to.
Cafe con leche.
I am Dr. Lulu Mendez, and I will be one of your hosts for our video podcast, Cafe con Leche. And I have my very excellent friend and co-worker and colleague and everything
Yay.
here, Ms. Brinkadell.
Yes. Hi, I'm Bryn. I've been in the education business. Should I call it a business? The education service that we do for all of our stakeholders. My whole life, right? My whole career. I think I'm going almost a year 16. I've been in this industry. And maybe you don't know, I am married for 15 years. And I have
Amazing.
3 little girls. So, yeah, super busy. I'm also working on my PhD. So,
Wonderful. Yes, I
yeah.
get to hear all the great
Yes.
stories.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lulu knows them all of them.
Thank you,
Yes.
Bren.
Thank you,
Well,
Lulu.
let me tell you a little bit about myself. Like I shared, I'm Lulu Mendez. It's actually Maria de Lourdes Mendez Perales, and all my friends call me Lulu. I have been in the education years since I started as an instructional assistant,
Oh, my goodness.
and and then I, married. I'm married, and then we moved to San Antonio, and I started with my undergraduate at
Oh my
UTSA, and then thereafter did my master's and then my doctoral program as well. But I've been in the education business, like you said, business, our passion. It's our passion
Yes, yes,
for
yes.
25 years, counting
Wow,
my
amiga.
instructional assistant days.
Yeah, those count. That's amazing.
Absolutely, because I learned so much from my
Yes.
mentor teachers. I do have two children, Miguel and Monica, and they're young adults. Well, they're adults already because Miguel has three children, my three grandkids,
Oh,
and then Monica just recently got married.
yes.
And so
Congratulations.
thank you, because you hear all my stories as
Yes, I
well.
love it. I love it. I love it. I love hearing about family and friends and just, the experiences that we both share in life. Super exciting. And I
Thank you.
learn, as always, from her.
Likewise,
Yeah.
likewise.
Thank you.
Brent, let's talk a
Yes.
little bit about the why the name Café con Leche. Why did we select it? Or oh
Okay,
well,
yes,
she
yes.
selected the name
Okay,
Café con
so
Leche.
if you don't know me, I think that I'm funny and
Yes.
I want to always make other people laugh and talking about our ideas and let's do something and I want to do something that like symbolized us who we are and we both love coffee and we can't drink our coffee without our cream and I thought that is like the perfect pairing, right?
Correct.
And I am the leche and she is the cafe.
Café
So
con
leche.
leche.
So it's like, highlight our differences and our similarities, but together, oh my goodness, we make the best team. Just like the cafe con leche is like, it's the best flavor ever.
I do agree. Every morning, Café con Leche, we come with our ideas
See,
and
see.
always brainstorming. What better options do we have for our emerging bilinguals? We looked
Yes.
at, at the latest research, and we always, interacting, and that is why we came up with the podcast, right?
Yes, yes,
And
yes. That's the purpose, right? What are we doing here, Lulu? Why do we you don't know the behind the scenes of getting this ready, but um this podcast, it's not a normal podcast. We have the video component. So, what's our purpose, Lulu, for this?
You're absolutely right. The behind the scenes is the fun part.
Yes.
The purpose, as we worked through these years, and we said, what can we put together? We know that we have our teachers, our administrators, we
Yes.
have all our community that
Right.
works with emerging bilinguals, ELs, multilinguals.
Yes.
And we said, what can we do to provide expertise, but as well them providing us from
Right.
expertise, things that are working within their
Yes.
schools. So the purpose is that providing this platform so that we can interact and learn from each other. That's the basis.
I love it. I love it. I mean, that's what we want to do. And this is, we talked about like this is just part of our podcast. We're just doing a series over this book study. But overall, our
Absolutely.
podcast will take us to other places,
Yes, and
other
greater
ventures.
things, right?
Yes, that's right.
And you see us here in the office,
Yeah,
but our plan is to move out into the community as we continue with the podcast with students, with teachers, with administrators. So this is the goal as we move forward. But as we start this video podcast, tell us why. What is the goal? We're going to start this book study. Tell us a little bit about the goal of the book study.
so the goal of the book study, if you only knew, is we really want to offer a teacher perspective of teaching newcomers at the secondary level. And as you go through your reading and read these chapters, you will see that the teacher who wrote this is just like you. All of you, we all love our students. We all do crazy things for our students,
It's true.
especially our emergent bilinguals, our multilinguals, because they have a different set of needs and a different set of strengths, right? I mean, and when I say different, I mean it's like added on. And so sometimes we can feel alone, like, oh my goodness, I'm all alone doing this LPAC, making sure this
Mhm.
student's schedule is just right, pairing them with just the right teachers. And no, we're not alone. There are teachers all over the country who are have the same struggles, the same challenges, and the same victories as all of us, all through the state. And so I wanted to give this an opportunity to learn from another teacher, and so that we can empathize as well with our
Absolutely.
newcomers and what it's like for them to come to our country. And it's a very scary thing, and we should not take that for granted. Just, oh, okay, you're here. Well, oh my goodness, how did you get here? And this kind of gives us some insight into that.
That's absolutely. I truly agree with you, Bryn. And as we looked at this book, um, all of our students and our teachers have lived experiences. We know
That's
that
right. That's right.
um, in different situations, different countries, or even
Yes.
here in our own U.S. born
That's
children
right.
that have multiple languages.
Right.
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 So as we take our teachers through this book, it's really a reflection of what are what are their lived experiences and what
Yes.
have we learned because of those lived experiences. Our teachers have a variety of ideology, second language
Yes.
acquisition and learning languages, and I think it's a good opportunity for us to interact
Yes. A
and
100%.
and here is not about winning or losing. It's about gaining more knowledge and really taking our students to another level, and our families and our schools, like you said,
Yes.
ensuring that our students are sitting in the right classrooms with the right materials, with the right teachers, and also providing the tools for our teachers.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes,
Yes. Exactly, Lulu. Thank you. I think you. I mean, that's really the why,
it
right,
is.
of this
Absolutely.
book.
Absolutely.
It's going to be an enjoyable
Yes, it
read
is.
and something that we can all relate to.
Our teachers have received all the books already, but I know you at home you're saying we don't have the book, and that's okay because you're going to be connecting with their lived experiences or our experiences, and as
Yes.
well with their
Yes.
teachers
That's right.
as they're connecting with us. So, Bryn, what is the process? I know that we all of our teachers have the book. And you
Yes.
that are at home, that's okay. You don't have to have the book
That's right.
because you will be reflecting on our conversation. How
Yes.
would this process go?
So what we're going to do is we've created a Google site, and on that site we have embedded Flipgrid, and we have a calendar as well to take you through the readings, the chapters of the book. And every chapter you will have an opportunity to respond to a set of questions that's on
Awesome.
Flipgrid. So you'll get to record yourself, and then also, we might invite you to come talk with us during this podcast with Cafe con Leche and get
See,
your feedback, and all of that will be based on the responses that you give us in Flipgrid.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Brent, they'll give us their feedback and the sharing, and we can
Yes,
even go
yes, yes.
to you all. We're gonna, like I share, we're gonna be going around our district or
That's
the
right.
schools, our community, and you might be the next person to be sitting here
You
with
never
us. Yes,
know. You never
yes.
know.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
Well, Bryn, we are going to continue with our
Okay.
Cafe con Leche podcast. But as our previous at the introduction, I got some text
Oh,
messages
you did.
and yes, and
Yes.
emails that they want to know a little bit more about yourself. For
Okay.
example,
Okay.
you're
Okay.
here in San Antonio,
See,
and I know you're not from here from San Antonio. You were born
in
out of
Oklahoma.
state in
Yes.
Oklahoma,
Yes. Yes, I was.
and but living here in San Antonio, How does this winter holiday look for you?
Okay, well, I've lived here for 28 years now, so I feel
Mm.
like my whole life, since I was a little girl. And my holiday, well, I'll tell you about the upcoming holiday. Okay, so I'm married and I live out in the country, and my husband has a really big family. And I mean, I have a family as well. I have two sisters, mom and dad, right? So I have nieces and nephews, but his family is quite larger than mine. So everybody is going to come over to our house.
Yay!
Yay! And I'm making carne guisada.
Carne guisada. Oh my
Sí,
gosh,
I am. Can you believe
Bryn! You're
it?
surprising me.
I know. We'll have tamales and rice and chili and the tortillas, and maybe my Uncle Larry will make us some empanadas. So you never know, but yeah, that's every holiday, Lulu. You cannot have Christmas Eve or Christmas Day without tamales.
That's right. I do agree. I do agree.
Right?
Yes.
I mean, that's the way of San Antonio.
San Antonio all
Y
the way.
Somerset también.
Somerset. Funny story. So Bryn and I started working together, and she was sharing, where do you live? Well, I live around Somerset and Von Army, and she said, I do too.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
So where about do you live? And then she told me, this White House. And I said, oh my gosh. Every time that I go to my grocery shop to go grocery shopping, I always wonder, who lives in that house? And guess, it was Bryn.
Me. And I thought the same thing, because where Lulu lives, there's 3 houses in a row, and I thought, I always wondered who lives in those homes. It's Lulu. Lulu and her
so
family.
we were
Yes,
meant to work
That's right.
together, and
That's right.
and share our ideas, and
Yes. So Lulu, I have to ask you a question. So
oh my gosh.
I have 3 little girls.
Okay.
It's the holiday season, and I tell lies during the Christmas time. The magic of Christmas.
Yes.
So, Lulu, what are some lies you tell or have told?
I have told,
Yes,
because I don't tell lies anymore.
Not anymore, right? They're all grown.
No, but let me tell you, but it's a secret. Don't tell my son that I'm sharing this story. My son was in eighth grade, and my daughter was in sixth grade. And during the holidays, the Christmas holidays, you know how you have to hide the gifts and all that. We used to have a shed in the back, to keep all their, things in there. So I told him, don't go out to the shed because there's a tarantula and it's very dangerous.
Oh no!
So
no
they were
tarantulas for me.
no, mommy, no, we won't,
no.
we won't. So that in eighth grade and sixth grade, and then Miguel, after the holidays, after Christmas, Miguel came home from school and said, why are you lying to me? All this time you told me there was a Christmas and there's no Christmas. But I asked him, did you like your gifts? Have you been enjoying just the magic about Christmas and loving and sharing and bringing that little piece into every student's and child's life?
Yes.
So he said he was upset with me for many years, but now that he's a father, he understands. So those little lie that I.
Okay, I love it. I will remember that.
Yes.
The girls are getting more curious every day.
Yes.
I just don't see how Santa can go to every single house. I know. I mean, that is pretty amazing, but they're getting too smart.
They're too smart.
They're connecting too many dots. I don't know what to say. I'm like, well, it's the spirit
Try
of
the tarantula.
Yeah, I'll try that one out. I'll try that
You
one
live
out
out in the country and I
That's
live in the country,
That's
so it
right.
works.
Yes,
It works.
It works.
Or
Yes,
the fox, or the
the
hens,
coyotes.
or the coyotes. Yeah, the coyotes. So that will work.
Something, right? Okay, perfect. I'll try it out. Thank you, Lulu,
Yes.
so much. I love it.
So our people out there, we love you, and we want us to join us on our video podcast.
Yes.
We're super excited, and great things are coming because you will be engaged with us in this process.
Yes. So happy to have you all. So follow us on Twitter. We'll have our tags below. And we'll see you soon.